Hey Taurus, TT here with a channel message for all of my Taurians. If you are new, welcome to our love nest over here on Talk Taurus Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back, you guys. Let's get a channel message for all of my Taurians. Let's see. Spirit, what's your channel message for Taurus at this time? All right, confirmation. So this entire reading is going to be about just channeling confirmations for you. Whatever those confirmations are, it's going to be specifically about decisions that you're trying to make. Okay? You could be at a crossroads. There's something that you're trying to decide between two people, two options, two jobs, two career paths, two life purpose. You apply it however it fits necessary. All right. Be sure to only take what resonates, leave the rest. There's something about you needing to be very clear about how something can play out. There's something that could play out a particular way. And if you are not aware of this, they can't protect you. Okay. So I feel like with the dogs barking in the background, your spiritual team is trying to help you prevent a disaster. They're trying to help you prevent some type of roadblock, setback. Okay, you've already taken enough setbacks. That's what I'm hearing. You've already been set back or delayed, distracted too many times already, and you're missing certain red flags, or you're missing certain cues that spirit has been trying to give you. It has a lot to do with certain relationships. Okay. You may not want to believe that someone is deceiving you. All right. Let's see who you are, Taurus. You guys, also be aware of anyone in the comments posing as me. If you ever want to book a personal reading, you can text me and with the number that's located in the description box. Okay, you guys. And I'm going to be going live a lot more, especially in the month of May. I'm going to be streaming for Taurus all month long. I'll probably, I'm going to stream on this channel. I'll probably stream on all my channels. Maybe a lot easier for me to stream than it would be to upload videos. But we'll see how it works out. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. Okay. A particular location. This definitely has something to do with money. I don't know why I heard Selena. This could be an accountant. Someone is stealing your money for someone here. Someone in your family is taking some money away from you. What is this money that's being taken away from Taurus? Someone is trying to have you exert all your savings. Okay, someone's trying to get you to exert all your savings. They want to make sure you don't have enough left. Something interesting is going on here. Let me see. So whoever you are, if you're dealing with a situation where you're saving money and you're not really telling a lot of people that how much money you actually have, you could be budgeting, saving for a particular, I heard procedure, or you're saving for something specifically. Someone has more than they're letting on. So that could be a confirmation for somebody. That's the first message that I'm getting. Someone has more options, more resources than they're letting on. They may have told you that you're their only resource. It feels like a relationship either you were married with, I don't want to miss anything specific. This is something that's definitely, I'm picking up Three of Swords energy. Either this has happened before and you forgave, You need to change. All right, you need a new relationship. You need to get a divorce. You need to get unwed. This could be just knowledge that you're sharing. I'm also hearing this is either like a group or a social community, but your money is involved. Your investments are involved. For a lot of you, on a more general, broad perspective, this feels like people that are holding on to you or trying to delay. They're trying to cheat. Do things on the back end. Spirit, what is this? Yeah, it's like they're trying to get you in these constant energy exchange. And I'm saying they because I got the 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So that can be the people that you've grown up with, right? That could be your family that you're obligated to. But for majority of you, it's going to be a romantic relationship. All right? Exactly what you suspect is going to happen will happen. In order, like this person will lie, still cheat in order to hold on to you. They have no limitation. If you feel like they have a limitation and they will, well, they'll do this, but they won't really do that. Or I know to the degree of how bad it could get, you have no idea. Because I'm picking up like Bobby and Whitney Houston energy. You will be surprised what someone will do for security. You'll be surprised what someone will do for the roof over your head. You will be surprised what someone will do when money is involved, when inheritance is involved, when time, energy, and like has been invested into a particular reason. As long as someone has a cause, they'll do anything, is what Spirit's pretty much trying to say. And they'll justify it and try to get away with it. Yeah, communication. So someone's gonna not offer you something, but they want to talk to you. They want to see if they can change your mind. They're trying to trick you into something. Yeah, this could be about a refund. I mean, how specific can that get? Okay. We can get way more money if we work together. We can save way more and, you know, put up towards buying a house. They're going to try to sell you a dream. Okay. I think we'll do a lot better when there's less distractions. I think we need to take some time and go on vacation. I think you just need a break. Let me help you. Let me do for you what I haven't been able to do. I'm seeing a lot of sweet nothings, you guys. You know, this is someone saying, you've done so much for me that I want to do it. I want to give it back to you in return. Trust me. Anything that they give back to you in return, they're expecting to cash out on this. They're expecting to be praised, acknowledged, taken care of as reciprocity. So I don't care if they're doing things like taking your trash out or helping you fix your car. Making you some food. Be aware of someone pretending like they have so much to offer you as equal value. Let's say you're Taurus, you make a lot of money, right? Or let's say that you're pretty well off by yourself. It feels like with this traditional card here, bartering systems. Okay, traditionally, bartering is a real thing. And it feels like this person they're very rooted in that tradition or that culture of that bartering system. I need a return on my investment. I invested in time. I helped support you. I cut the grass. I washed dishes. For some of you, this could be your person. Okay. And even though they may be going through like, maybe they're not talking. Okay. Or they're on a break from each other. This person's not going to give up. Yes, because this is their... If you think for a second that whoever is the one with the funds, whoever is the one, whether it's you or your person that has the money in the bank account, the savings in the bank account, with the 10 of Pentacles, all this person sees is, I can talk my way. They see dollar signs. They see investment. Oh, all I got to do is help you get peace. All I got to do is do the things you don't want to do. These are people that are willing to do anything for a little bit of money and security. For a lot of you, your person won't reach out because they have joint bank accounts. They have a refund that they're working on. There's a bartering system going on. And there's expectations around this connection and what's expected of someone. What's expected of someone. And to give up all of this, right? For this person to just like break away from this person and give up all of that. All right, they're not having it. It's more risky to try to separate their bank accounts. It's a lot more risky. I feel like this is also someone that may be saying like, okay, no problem. There's a negotiation happening here. Could be with the air sign. This person. Yeah, they're a liar. All right, you could be a healer or they could be a healer. You could be a liar. Take it how it resonates. Think before you act. Someone is saying you might want to think before you act. Yeah, you can go. But just know I'm taking the dog. I'm taking the plant. I'm taking everything that I ever given you. You're going to regret the day you ever left me. All right, this could be someone that's trying to get out of a marriage here to offer you something, Taurus. There's definitely a third party situation. Someone wishes they had budgeted their time better. Someone wishes that they could let go of this. There is someone that is hating their life right now when it comes to a housing dynamic or a living situation. Something about a living situation. I'm also seeing someone being blackmailed or threatened to be put into the hospital. Guilt. Yeah, there's heavy guilt tripping here. Over a car. Someone's being guilt tripped over a car. Transportation. Okay. Think before you act. Friendships. Pregnancy. Someone's going to try to get someone pregnant. There's a lot going on here. Let's see. Family or family issues. So this could be your family that's going on in your family. This could be something that you hear about, or this is your particular relationship family issue. Whatever this is, you'll know. There's a message in here for you, Taurus. Someone's threatening. I don't know what this has to do with you, but someone has they have a bad side. They're not a morning person. Someone may not be a morning person. They don't like to get up early in the morning. So they're saying, Damn. Someone may be upset about something. It's like, well, I'm going to save up to get my own car so I can go wherever I need to do and do what it is I need to do. This is like trying to get back on your feet type of energy. But this is also being willing to like smile in your face, being willing to say whatever it is that you need to hear to keep the peace long enough till they can be gone. Yeah. This is also a conversation that someone else is having with another person. There's some bribing here. I feel like the only thing you need to know is whatever this setback was, Taurus, it's being cleared out of your life. That's what Spirit is saying. So if someone gets a house or someone gets a job and they're able to save their money, buy their own things, they're no longer your responsibility. If you're in a relationship or a marriage, it's the same concept. They will be getting their own independence back so they can stop leeching off of you. There's something about leechy energy, clingy energy, but at the same time wanting you to feel like you're the bad guy. Okay. Relocation, hidden enemy, self-sabotage. What's the hidden enemy energy here? House or move. I told you, not the right time. Someone that's telling you that they're going to move and get their own place, they have no intentions of doing that. Okay? They have absolutely no intentions of doing that. And they secretly are jealous of you and they despise you. So there's this energy of, you know, I'm going to get my own place. I'm going to get my own stuff. Someone's strategically relocated closer to you to be able to make like your life like a living hell. So you wouldn't be able to move or leave or go away from them. And they may be telling you that they're just trying to get on their feet or they're just trying to reestablish themselves. I feel like this person relocated to get away from one situation that they didn't like. It's leaving one unhealthy situation and going into another, and you're like the lesser evil. Like, if this person had a choice, they wouldn't fuck with nobody or ask anyone for anything. But everywhere they go, they get a bad reputation for themselves, where everyone is realizing that they have a tendency of holding on to the money that they have and stacking that money up and then letting other people or requiring family or other people to take care of them. It's a user energy. It's greedy. So what they do is they put on this facade and like listen to wait for confirmations of what you have going on, and that determines how long they stay or how long it's going to take for them to go. There's this energy of infestation. Not the right time. Someone is lying. If they said to you, like they're saving up for something, they are not. They're going to say, I feel like this is someone that's going to say at the very last minute. They're coming up with a way to say that they weren't able to do something. They weren't able to save, or they weren't able to put away enough money and they have to stay longer. They won't be able to buy that house because they're trying to decide between a house and a car. Or they can't do both at the same time. And the objective is to ride it until the wheels fall off. Because why would any energy like this want to stand up and be responsible when it's so much easier to cling on to you and wait until you get frustrated, wait until you can't take it anymore. When you put the gavel down and you put your foot down, that's when, that's when they decide that they're going to figure some shit out. But their spirit is saying, like, don't let these people lie to you. Okay? Stop going back and forth about if they have good intentions or bad intentions. You already know exactly what this is. So when the event is created or there's a scenario that pushes something to the limit, you see that as an opportunity to put this shit behind you. Because I feel like Spirit's going to reveal something else to you again. Let's go into this hidden enemy right quick. They're going to reveal something to you again. Spirit, show me this hidden enemy. And I know you know it. I feel like you know. Wow, the Hierophant twice. You know exactly what this is, but you're trying to be a team player. This could be at your job as well. I am picking up at your job. You may be dealing with these coworkers or dealing with this boss type situation until you're able to relocate, get you a new job, maybe saving up to buy a home. Again, 10 of Pentacles. Saving up to buy a home, a car. I feel like you already have a lot saved. Let's see. Taurus, you're letting your morals, your values, and your principles trip you up here. Okay? That's what you're doing. You're letting it trip you up. But someone is collaborating with someone else that is working behind you. I don't know, Taurus. The best way I can explain it is whoever this person is, just too many people here. And it's even hard for me to figure out exactly who it is. It feels like more than one energy. Like a group, a collective. It's a collective effort. Where it's like, good for you. Not you, Taurus, but that's the energy. They want you to miss something. They want you to miss something. They want you to miss, to be so distracted trying to maintain this that you miss out on love. You miss out on going out and living your life. You don't have enough time to go and get in a relationship with no one. Someone wants to occupy your time. There's also a hidden enemy that's assisting with this in some capacity, and I feel like they're at a distance. This could be an in-law, a pastor. This could be a parent, someone's parent. It's like, well, if they mess up this connection with you, everything's going to go with you, Taurus. Or they're telling your person, or the karmic situation is telling your person, or their parents of the karmic is telling them. Oh, Lord. Like, if that person leaves you for Taurus, they're going to lose everything. Everything's going to go with you. Their reputation, the businesses they built, take them for everything they have. And this is a real thing because my sister, she's a Leo. She her husband kept trying to divorce her. Okay. And excuse me, I keep hitting the microphone. But her husband kept trying to divorce her. I mean, he literally was paying her, like, writing 20 grand checks, damn near begging her to leave him and just take that money and go. Like 3 of them bitches, he wrote like checks to her. And she was like, no. I invested my life in this connection. He wouldn't have that business without me. That's what I'm hearing, that type of conversation. And I remember sitting there listening to my own mother saying, he can't do that. He can't just take everything and leave you with nothing. How dare he? I'm thinking in my head, like, girlfriend, if the person don't want to be with you, just let them go. Yeah, you cooked a lot of meals, domestication, right? You made all those meals. You made all those bartering systems. He went to work every day, came home, and you took care of the house. That's that tradition, right? There's that expectation of an obligation. Okay? Being that alpha, being that person that you signed up for this. That's what you wanted when you met the person. That's what they gave you. And a lot of times, a person will treat you like shit when they're tired of being with you, hoping that you will get the picture, that they're not happy with you or that they don't want to be with you. And then there's the scenarios like, and this wasn't even a recent conversation, so it's not like I've been picking up this information or this energy, but this is real life shit. This is stuff that happens in real life all over the world. So like I was saying, my own mother was telling him, well, if that be the case, you take him to court, you sue him for this, and you take everything, and he can go off and live his life, but he'll pay you for the rest of his life. I wonder if he'll still want to divorce you then. Those are the type of conversations that are unhealthy. That's the type of advice that you give your children that's unhealthy. I don't agree with it. Me personally, I don't know. Sounds like a lot to weigh on cooking a meal. Sounds like a lot to sacrifice. Your freedom, I mean, your ability to decide when you do and do not want to be involved in something based on you making sure that you make 3 meals a day. You might as well that's an expensive ass chef. That's an expensive nanny. A lot of times people will get in relationships and pick a person based off of how useful they are. And as parents, sometimes you will encourage your child to be useful to a man or useful to a woman. And it's every male and every woman needs to have their own sense of purpose. They need to have their own sense of belonging. Otherwise, you're just useful. And a useful person will become envious and jealous of you. This is a lesson. A person that's just used eventually will resent you. And nothing prosperous will come from your connection except users on users on users. But that's a lesson that we all learn, sometimes a little too late. So when someone decides they want to stand up for themselves and that they no longer love that person, it's not enough to sustain the relationship. And this is a true statement. I feel like before, marriage was established based off of your assets, right? So if a high value masculine energy wanted to court another woman, they would court their family and get their blessing based off of the alliance or the allegiance that they would create with each other. So there had to be value of that family, the stock of that woman had to be high, or the stock of that family had to be high in order for them to even want to go out and offer a cow, a mule, you know what I'm saying? Or some land in collateral for a very expensive maid, a person to breed their children and tend to all of their land. So the usefulness of man or woman was always based off of joining alliances or creating contracts that secured some type of abundance or wealth. Collateral damage as well is showing up here. Because whatever this person feels like they've been doing, if you reject this person's love, like my sister that felt rejected by her person's love, it can turn really ugly very quickly. Yeah. And they'll start seeking lawyers, and they'll start talking to their family and their friends and coming up with ways to take you down. Luckily, no one asked me for my opinion, and Spirit always tells me to shut up unless I'm asked directly. So I just listened. But this is the same thing that happened with my mother, okay, and her grandmother. Her grandmother, when my dad wanted to leave my mom and go with another woman when he was younger, he left. She let him leave, and my grandmother was the one that taught her, oh no, you don't get to have that many kids with a woman and you just walk away from the relationship. So she went to his sergeant in the Air Force and reported him to his sergeant. And they made my dad's life a living hell. So one of the stipulations for them to stop hazing him or doing whatever they were doing to him in the military to make him conform, all of his checks had to go directly to my mom. And he had to be on base with my mom, living with her, taking care of his responsibility, because we do not abandon the mission. So a lot of this is passed down type of shit, you know. So my mom couldn't really walk away from that situation saying, oh, you know, why does this have to happen to me? Why am I married to someone that don't want to be with me? Or why am I in a relationship that is just based off of what we have created together and nothing more than the obligation or the duty? Well, when you were being made aware, when you got those confirmations that that wasn't the person or that wasn't the relationship to get down with, you had already got too far down the line. So then now what? Now your pride about making the initial decision is the very thing that keeps you guys stuck together, but it becomes unhealthy. And it's exactly what happened to my dad. His desire for life dwindled. Slowly but surely, his desire to want better for his life, his desire to... It was just an unhealthy connection being with my mother. She didn't bring out the best in him. She brought out the worst. And even though he loved her unconditionally, he was unable to see that he was settling and compromising for just existing. He wasn't thriving. He was living to sacrifice himself. He was living to say, well, at least I took care of my family. At least, you know, and my mom still, and the crazy part about him is when my dad was older and he wasn't going nowhere, chasing behind no little young thing. He just was on my couch doing nothing but sitting on the couch. His kids was giving him hell. I know I was giving him hell because I wanted him to get off the couch, but he didn't have a desire to do something with himself. But as for my mother, I'm ready to live my life and I want a divorce. And so my dad was like, huh? She went through all of that when he was trying to leave her. And he stuck it out. And then when she was ready to leave him, he didn't stop her. He let her go. And just the reality that he gave in to those demands a long time ago when he could have been with someone that he loved was a very steep price to take. And he paid the ultimate price. He died in his 50s. He died young. He died from a broken heart. Yeah, he loved my mom, but he loved my mom more than he loved himself. So I genuinely believe in my relationships as I'm an adult. I didn't have much of a relationship with my dad in life. But in death, I do feel like he has really helped me and been very hands-on in me not sacrificing my love or sacrificing my self-love for any person, place, or thing on my journey. And if it wasn't for him on the other side telling me to do better, because I know better, I probably would repeat the same cycles over and over again. I probably would have still been under that type of illusion, that type of spell, that type of conformity with my children's father. So yeah, anytime that this person feels like the communication that they're giving you and the way that they speak to you is not rendering them an outcome that they're expecting, if they feel like you're just passing them by and not even noticing how much work they do or giving them praise or, you know, good job, you really, thank you, oh my God, let me just start thinking of 1,000,001 ways that I can show you I love you. Eventually, what will happen? They gon' be the one to kill your ass, then carry you out and bury you. And there's gonna always be, in all the people that was giving advice and saying fight for your relationship, they gonna be those are the hidden enemies that's gonna come to finish you off and make sure that this person get away with it. There's always a cleanup crew, and you got a lot of hidden enemies that are in your life prepared to be the cleanup crew. And your story is only going to be told or shared as far as they want to actually tell the truth, you know? Think about it. You're talking about a time where people would take these type of stories to their grave. Okay? And because our forefathers did it, they're going to tell us to do it too. Because if they admit to you that they could have done better, that's a harder pill to swallow. That's a harder reality to accept. So it's easier to just say, oh, go with it. You'll be all right. You'll die alone, but you'll be noble. There's no Nobel Peace Prize on the other side. There's nobody that's going to tell you that you did the right thing. If you die feeling guilty, if you die feeling like you didn't try, or if you die feeling like you weren't able to persevere over this obstacle in your life, and then you're going to be there on the spiritual end, assisting the next person discover and become curious about the truth because no one else would tell them. And they're going to be that ghost that's telling you, hey, I may not be in your direct lineage, but I remember a situation like this. I didn't see this coming. I know this really well, so I want to teach you. That's that spirit that comes to visit you. I want to teach you how to look out for this and the people that are about to approach you. I want to teach you how not to take chances with your love. Even if you feel like everybody that you love keeps rejecting you, Taurus. Even if you feel like every time you try to give your love away and it's never reciprocated. The lesson here is that your love is not for sale. The lesson here is that your love should never have to be sacrificed in order to validate or confirm that a person loves you. A person will love you unconditionally through thick and thin. Not saying through that marriage thick and thin. That's a spell and a curse in itself, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I'm talking about devoted to your growth, your happiness, and you them, whether y'all are together or not. And they can stomach it. They can stomach seeing you happy with someone else. If you're happy. That's what I believe. That's what I see here. That's how you're going to know that that's the right person. They don't need to be jealous or envious of you. I feel like if anything, they're going to be the ones telling you, hey, don't be falling for that type of trick. They're going to be the ones telling you not to accept anything less that they wouldn't accept for themselves. Even from you, even if you were willing to sacrifice it all for that person, and that person wasn't going to sacrifice it all for you. The fact that they didn't sacrifice it for you, Taurus, was the act of love in itself. They didn't sacrifice misusing you. They didn't allow you to hurt yourself because they would have hurt you. So that in itself is also an act of a blessing in disguise, you know? So there's no regrets here. Well, that's the message that I see here is Spirit is saying, don't gamble with your love. Don't move so hastily that you're willing to just dive in head first, you know, with no parachute. Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gray? Why do they fall in love? Yeah, I feel like these connections is about having fun and just being able to enjoy each other's company. But trauma bonding through abandonment wounds will only become karmic. That's what I feel. Like it may not start off karmic, but it's bound to become karmic because it's a trauma bond. Yeah, service. What'd I say? It's all about your heart. You put others before yourself. Lessons learned from give and take. Here to be of service to others. You will, and the crazy part about it is you're going to live a long ass life. What you in a rush for? Blessed with a good long life. A long life journey of learning. Being happy and healthy at old age. And then bottom line, you have level 5. Giving up destructive habits. You maintain balance in your life, starting to manifest your spiritual being. Yeah, and I feel like you're really mastering your ego self and your culture or your tradition or the dogma that you grew up into, and you're breaking that contract. Dismantling the ego is a crucial step. The biggest block to your true self. Must explore the nature of your ego. Attachment to self and existence. Soul meant to transcend all cultures. Deep connection to your ancestors. Contract stop serving your growth. Freeing yourself from a soul contract. Altering your divine blueprint. That's what you're doing right now. So, Taurus, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. And be sure to look out for any of the live streams that I do in the month of May. I also have a website coming up, and on the website, I have some special things I'm going to share with you guys. So be sure to check that out as well. I will have the link to my website back up and running May 1st. All right. TT out, Taurus. Toodles.